wrong if the Prime Minister says that these subaltern heroes and their contribution to India's society should be acknowledged, which was not done for the last 7 decades? Ashutosh Mishra.
So it's the second part that you say which is wrong. Maybe Mr. Narendra Modi and his fellow partymen haven't studied history properly, or have been taught some other narrative and they're unaware. I mean, the Sikhs.
Okay, you have read history.
Called Sardarji. Why are they called Sardarji?
Are you finding fault with the history of Sahibzades, or are you finding fault, or you are uncomfortable with the fact that it challenges the narrative that has been taught to us for the last 7 decades, Ashutosh Mishra, that the Mughals did no wrong? And that's what the history books teach us, at least.
Abhishek, I am telling you that Narendra Modi hasn't been taught history properly. Everybody respects the Sikhs, and that's why they are called Sardarji. Why are they called Sardarji? It's because of their valor and their ability to protect Hindus and fight against the Mughals. That's why they are called Sardarji. And this gentleman comes today and says that, oh, we don't know about the martyrdom of Sikhs. That's ridiculous. Of course, there will be heroes and heroines in India about which all the Indians won't be knowing. And even the so-called historians would get to know about them when researching for a
Ashutosh Mishra, you are being leftist slant of which Majid Hydari is a product. Ashutosh Mishra, if conversions are aimed at banishing a culture or civilization, why the Congress government since independence, Ashutosh Mishra, continued to support that project by whitewashing history textbooks and not mentioning these, what the leftist historians would call subaltern histories from these regions, from Punjab, from Madhya Pradesh, from Kerala, from Assam? There was clearly an attempt to appease a community, and that's why we, Majid Hydari being an example of that, never came to know what is the real history, civilizational history of this country. Ashutosh Mishra.
So I think that Majid Hydari and Narendra Modi have studied history from the same sort of teachers who didn't teach them the correct history. There was no whitewashing. Maybe some people, some of the local leaders weren't given as much due importance. But to say that the Sikhs were not given due importance is a false narrative being built by BJP.
Oh, you are admitting.
Said, who can stop us from rewriting history?
Abhishek ji.
What BJP wants is to rewrite history and make
you have admitted.
People like
Gopal Krishna Agarwal, Ashutosh Mishra admits that some regional leaders might not have been given importance, but this attempt by the BJP, according to Ashutosh Mishra, to rewrite history might have its own political agenda. You have to respond to that, Gopal Krishna Agarwal.
The narrative is particularly in the historical
destruction of temples has been recognized, and every Indian knows that. Why are you trying to
thing is,
that
no, you have to understand.
These are historical facts, Mr. Agarwal.
That the appeasement
do not
politics
misrepresent facts.
The Congress policy in undermining contribution and rightly identifying
because of your lack of knowledge. Maybe you didn't know it. You tried to paint it as if something new has been found. It hasn't been found.
There is an issue of demographic changes. There is a problem of demographic changes in many of the areas because of conversion. There is a problem in Assam because of infiltration. Why can't you accept those things historically? Even after post-independence, the history was not recognized in the right sense. There is an infiltration, there is a conversion, there is a problem of demolition of temples,
where were you when these were being taught?
Why
nobody
in the Mughal era? Why can't you rightfully accept the
Ashutosh Mishra, Mr. Agarwal, you have made a point. I want to take it to Ashutosh Mishra. I did not read it, but if, for example, generations henceforth in schools, children are taught that the mosque in Mathura is a conquest mosque. Just one word. It's a conquest mosque. That's not written in textbooks. If it is written, would you have any problem?
Where have you been living? I knew all along that it is the mosque, whether it be in Mathura or whether
you knew, but you never taught it in the schools.
It is taught. It is taught. People know about that. That's why
unless you understand and read history in the right narrative, right perspective,
show these seeds
how
of
will
discord,
you
and it's
correct the historical wrongs?
Where they want to
or
hide
how will you
the
paint the
failure of
future
government
narrations?
behind
How
these things
give
which everybody
information?
knew
Okay,
except
since you
maybe
mentioned
people.
communal angle,
because they it's not a part of maybe their entire political science
in the
classes.
name of
But everybody
secularism,
knew about that. Anyone
the
who
problems
has been a
of the
student
historical
history knows about
background
this,
was not
and there is
given
nothing
the
to hide
right
about
place
that.
in the history. The
No.
issue of
If there happens to be an
history of
incidental
demolition of
communal
temples,
angle.
the
Okay, if there happens to be an incidental communal angle, Ashutosh Mishra, what's wrong? What's wrong? There is no communal angle to Rani Gaidenliu. There is no communal angle to the story of Rani Kamalapati.
And if you didn't know about her, that's your
and
fault.
glorifying
And if
Aurangzeb.
there
People
is,
have a
what's
standing
problem? What's the
known
problem?
communal
Is it just for the sake of, assuaging the fears, unknown fears, make-believe fears, sometimes dishonest fears of one community? You will not teach the history, the true history of Mopla rebellion, for example?
Knows had ordered the killing of Brahmins around Delhi and wanted their Janeus in Man. Man is, and you know how light a Janeu weighs. So it's people like Aurangzeb, whom nobody respects, but BJP tries to paint as if they were given more respect than due.
The
They were not given
Aurangzeb
any
has
respect.
been
It's all their
glorified out
misdeeds
of
are
proportion
mentioned, and any
just
educated
to
person would
appease
know that.
one religion, one people from our one community and religion. Why Aurangzeb should be glorified in a secular
No, even
country
if
like
Aurangzeb is not
Why
glorified, Mr. Agarwal.
The people should not be taught correctly.
No. I'm correcting it. Ashutosh Mishra, I'm correcting it. Even if Aurangzeb is not glorified, you know, the benign indulgence that history textbooks,
try to convert people like you.
the benign indulgence that history textbooks show towards Aurangzeb is a clear indication. It is a clear indication that
a historian like listen, Abhishek, a historian R.C. Majumdar had to join Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan.
So-called facts that were presented by a British.
Yes, I have understood, Mr. Mahurkar. Ashutosh Mishra is saying there is no point in digging old wounds. But the fact of the matter is, Mr. Mishra, that if old wounds are allowed to, if old wounds are suppressed like this, they can turn into a tumor in society. On that note, I think post-independence,